Yo, so this family thought it would be cute for Halloween to dress their what it looks like to be 2 year old daughter in a fake BBL butt, right? And have her walk around not even understanding what she's doing. You know,
These you think BBLs killing y'all. And the thighs don't match.
but as you can see, this little girl is probably all of 2 years old, and they want to already over sexualize her existence by putting her in a Kim Kardashian costume for the Halloween day because of what? To get a joke and a laugh out of the other adults, and she doesn't even understand what's going on. She probably want to be a little princess or something. But other than that, y'all make her do this, and then you wonder when they get older why they got issues with their body, why they want to get everything redone and reshaped, and why nothing on them is ever good enough. You know what I'm saying? Everything that they look at in the mirror is not good enough because you started this. You started this at 2 years old, telling her to reshape her body because it's not good enough.
You think this is inappropriate or just being funny? What do y'all think about this? Al, let's start with you.
I loved it. Did you see how the little girl was holding on to her man? She did not let his arm go. Like, he was there by her side. She was like, I'm going to look good for my man. He's here to support me through all of my trauma. I loved it.
It's funny how a grown adult can just project this whole narrative on a 2 year old child about my man this and I'm holding the arm and this, that, and other. And what are you talking? It's two kids. They're holding hands. You take that and make it into your whole grown adult illusion that you want to create in your mind to be like, oh, yes, queen, yeah. Like y'all always doing some goofy stuff like this that don't make sense. And you're over sexualizing this child in the process of doing it. While you're portraying this narrative, I'm gonna play a video of a doctor later that tells you the BBL has the highest mortality rate in all of plastic surgery. Why you geeking this little girl up? I love it.
Okay, what you think?
I don't know if inappropriate is the right word. The costume is definitely, in the words of my grandma, a little mannish. The only reason why I have an issue with it is because I feel like the little girl has no idea what she's dressed up as. And so you robbed her of Halloween versus making her a witch or Minnie Mouse or a princess or Cinderella. So she's been robbed of her Halloween experience in order to give adults a gag. That's my only issue with it. Other than that, it's funny.
So I'm glad somebody was paying attention to what the child's needs are. And I'm just going to say, I think they were overlooked because I don't think it was in the child's mind to dress up as a fake Kim Kardashian. And I'm glad fam said this. I'm going to say fam because I know how y'all get with these funny pronouns and this, that, and the other. So I don't know what fam want to be called, but I'm going to just say fam, I appreciate your sentiment on what you said about this. But on the end part of it, it still wasn't funny to me. It still wasn't funny. It still wasn't a funny joke. It isn't funny as I look at it right now because y'all think it's cute. Some of you women would say there's nothing wrong with wanting to be Kim Kardashian, even after all the big booty sex tapes she spread it around. But with the BBL though, with the 2 year old focusing on the BBL, there's something very wrong with that. And if you're a woman, if you're a man, if you're anyone on this earth and think that's okay, come on. Come on.
I think it's funny, but I'm also kind of sick of the whole BBL thing. So I'm kind of like, I remember being in the Virgin Islands and me and my girl on the beach, and these little girls, they were 5 and 6. They were so cute. They were stuffing their bathing suit bottoms with sand to look like they had real big fake booties. And I'm like, this thing, and we're in the Virgin Islands. I'm like, this thing is like taking over the world. I just feel like it's just too much. I'm sick of it.
And finally, a black woman to the rescue. Because I was wondering who was gonna speak up and say, like, you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous that we should even have to talk about this. But the BBL culture is gone viral. It's ridiculous. It's across the world, and all the way to 5 to 2 year old girls. Now the 2 year old was dressed up by their parents, granted. But you mean to tell me that 3 years later, a 5 year old girl is going to be worried about if her booty is big enough to be accepted into natural society to entice men to want to have sex with her? And this is what she's thinking about at 5 years old? And this is what y'all telling your daughters to be concerned with? You're hyping your daughters up to be concerned with this, but then when pedophiles get locked up. You saying they monsters and all this type of stuff. But I don't understand why you are doing things to your daughters that are egging on pedophile type of behavior. You're helping this happen, but then you're blaming the world when it happens or when something goes wrong with it. I don't understand. I don't understand why this is such a culture and such a great thing between women. Why would y'all egg this on with your daughters? What, to help them get impregnated? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't intend to understand it. But I'm going to tell you what the doctors say, because I told you we was going to get into that.
So BBL stands for Brazilian butt lift, and essentially it is taking fat from a different part of your body and injecting it into the butt. And up until a few years ago, we thought that this was the safest way to enhance the buttocks. And as we know, our society and our culture, it's really focused on the derriere. Unfortunately, studies have now shown that it has the highest mortality rate, death rate, in all of plastic surgery. There was a study that showed that literally 1 in 3,000 women who undergo this surgery die from it.
And these are healthy pre-screened women. So these aren't
healthy,
like
these are young women,
folks.
and often they're young women of color who want to undergo this operation. So I don't think that it's not a safe operation. I think there are unsafe ways to perform it.
So 1 in 3,000 women die from a BBL surgery. And that's in the United States, where everything is copacetic. Everybody is vetted. Everybody got licenses. Everybody doing this, that, and other. We ain't talking about when y'all fly over to the Dominican Republic and get your kidneys took because you trying to get a BBL surgery from somebody for $1,000. You know what I'm saying? It was a video where my man O'Shea Duke Jackson, a chick flew over Dominican Republic, got a BBL surgery for $3,500, whole lot of stuff done, and when she came up back to the United States, her kidney was gone. Right? I'm just saying, but we still don't, besides that, the organ stealing, we still don't talk about the detriment that the BBL craze is doing to us as a people. It's not needed. We don't need it. The black men that love the big booties in the first place, we don't need it. We love your booties how they was. Black women already got the big booties. Why are y'all getting crazed over going to get these surgeries and dying at a high rate for no reason?
And in general, there are plastic surgeons around the country who do, that's almost all they do, is Brazilian butt lifts. And they do it very safely because they know where you can inject the fat, which is in the subcutaneous layer, which is above the muscle, and where you don't inject the fat, which is below the muscle. But where I caution patients is to be very careful if the person who's doing it on you is not a true expert in it. You don't want somebody dabbling in your butt. You want only a true expert to do it, because when somebody's dabbling and they don't know those planes very well, that's when people die. And I describe it as kind of like the Death Star, where like you get these two missiles that go right to the right part of the Death Star, and the Death Star whole thing blows up. That's what a fat embolism can be, is you get fat that is injected into a blood vessel and it goes right to your heart and your lungs, and you die like that.
As y'all can see, when you hear from an actual doctor, it's more than just making your booty big. It's more than just fluffing stomach gut to your booty and everything being okay. It is a very precise procedure that is being done. And if they aren't specialized in that, even if they are specialized in that, when they do it, if they make a mistake or cough the wrong way, you die. You understand what I'm saying? So that is exponentially to the roof when you go to the Dominican Republic and try to get a discount for it. All for what? To get 2 basketballs put in your booty that don't nobody really like that much? No way? Come on. We got to do better than this. We got to do better than this, baby. We don't need it. I'm telling you. We like your booties the way they is. We don't need it. And especially what we don't need is you corrupting the young kids, as far as this family corrupting this 2-year-old girl to get her started on this dumb cycle of surgery at this early of an age. Y'all are idiots. I don't understand why y'all are doing it. But, you know, this your boy P. Camp. Tell me what you think and what you don't think.